Good morning, Jeffrey Friedman, Senior Commodity Broker with RJO Futures, with morning comments about the stock index futures. I always give you the word of the day, and the word of the day I would have to think is the FOMC minutes. Yesterday, pretty disappointing because everybody wants Big Ben to give more money, QE3, and that looks like it's getting pushed farther off the table. They did downgrade global economics, and especially American economics, on a fundamental point of view that we're going to have very slow growth, and we did have disappointing economic numbers in the last 30 days, and we even got even more disappointing numbers after that meeting was about 2 weeks ago, even though we get the minutes 2 weeks later. So we have deteriorated even more. China is very concerned. Europe is still very concerned. We do have a GDP for China Thursday night, so that would be tonight. But nevertheless, it looks like Big Ben is going to go in front of Congress and give his assessment, and we might learn more about the Fed and an update to that. Now, I've said that we were in a sideways to up trend in the S&P future contract, looking at the September contract, but in the last 3 or 4 days, we've pulled back. We are down about 15 points, and that would bring us around 1320, 1321. If we close under, in my opinion, 1330, that would be damaging to the charts, and we would go from a sideways to uptrend to a sideways to downtrend. Okay, so I'm going to put a line in the sand around 1330 as support resistance. We should try to stay above that. And of course, if we close underneath 1315 or 21, then we'll probably go all the way to 1308. And of course, 1303, a close under 1303 on the charts would have a much bigger, significant move to the downside. So you want to look at those numbers very closely. There's only like 4, and that will give you some kind of guidance where the trend, where the momentum is on a technical point of view. Remember, if we rally back up and we get above 1330 by the end of the day, that would be encouraging to the bulls, and that would be encouraging that we could rally back up to 1346, possibly 1357. So what I've done is I've tried to highlight the technical landscape, if you will, for the S&P September contract. We do know, let me mention, that earnings have been disappointing, and the forecast going forward is being disappointing. So on a fundamental, you have an assessment that we have slow growth and we are slowly deteriorating in America, also in China, and also in Europe. So fundamentally, we have a lot of negative going on, and on a technical point of view, the charts are going to show that on price. Remember, always, you could give me a call. We can talk about any markets, fundamentally or technically, long-term or short-term. You should be calling me at 800-826-4124. And remember, always, trading futures or option to futures involves risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Thank you very much.